Well, you guys seem to enjoy the rugby referee compilations, so let's do another one. But if you enjoy it, hit the like button.
Exactly the right decision. This is rugby, it's not football. You do not speak to the officials like that.
Just bouncing off two players.
You can't fly away like that.
I really like this referee.
Two. Come in here.
It's gone against Bongi and Manabi.
You never say that to me again. Is that understood? No, you never say that to me. I'm advancing 10 minutes.
Yes. We've had this debate. We've had this debate in the comments of players basically gobbing off and then advancing play 10 yards. Now, I don't think it would work in football unless it was maybe just outside the penalty area or became a penalty, because football's not about territory really. It's about creating the chances rather than how far up the pitch you are. How many times in football do you see the attackers just pass it straight back to the defence? So I'm not sure how it would work in football, but I really like this in rugby. And the referee, for the life of me, I can't remember his name, but I've seen him a few times. I really like how he is. He's quick as well, so he can keep up with play. But straight away, he's not putting up with it. He says, you do not speak to me like that again. 10 yards, because he mouthed off again. Fantastic. I'd love it if he did another 10 yards.
If we will say enough of that, it's game over.
Speak to me like that again when you were taking over the part in this game. Is that clear? The scrum was stationary squared, you delayed putting in, that's why it's moved. That is the end of the conversation. Go back again, I don't want to hear anything more. Off you go.
What I like about that one with Nigel is that one thing that annoys me is when footballers, they have to have the final word. They have to, you'll say that's it, and they have to say something else, and they try and escalate it worse. And with Nigel there, he says that is the end of it. That is the end of it. That is the final word. Go. Look how the players react. Yeah, walked off. But in football, you would get the final word. They have to have the final word. And as a referee, I don't think you should allow sometimes it depends, but I think it's disrespectful for them to have the final word. You're in charge. You're the one that's making the decisions. You have the final word, and they accept it and walk off. Oh, we hear some swearing. The commentators apologise for the bad language.
Great initial run by Foda, in fairness. Spotted the gap.
Separate issue, sort of. But another reason why referees, they're obviously mic'd up already, but their mics need to be broadcast to hear fouler language. Sometimes, it needs to be shown so that the players do get in trouble for it.
Very dangerous. Red card for Xavier.
Well, he said it was dangerous. What more do you need?
And you're going to go and sit for 10 minutes, okay? Just get on with your own game.
Back has regained his senses, but it's a straight red card from Dave Pearson, and the 31-year-old is sent off.
Fair play. Fair play. Rugby is a game where you've got to look after your opponents as well. The guy's been sent off. He's accepted it. He's gone to check the guy on the floor. Give him a little tap. Make sure he's okay. Fair play. That is respect, isn't it? Well, it looked a bit of an... Oh, don't know.
Jersey. Now then, that's where you need to stand. Thank you. So wait there. Man, step, please. Glass on the line. Line up is outside.
I know I'm starting this. I made a point in a previous referee video that the referees speak to the players like children. And I still believe that. I think sometimes they need to be spoken like children. And when I say spoken to like children, I don't mean belittling them. I mean giving clear instructions. This is where you stand. That's where you stand. then you do that. And it's not a derogatory way about the players. It is simply the way you are giving clear, quick instructions for them to follow. And I stand by what I said. I do stand by what I said about speaking to them like children, but not in that derogatory way, you know, looking down on them.
A great start to this match, man. It looks like
Uh-oh.
I want number 25. Number 25.
He's pulling something out of his pocket.
Sydney. Where the 25? He's looking for a colour.
Can he not get his card out of his pocket or something?
Going yellow. All right. Punch is thrown. Punch is thrown. Here we go. You go.
Punch is thrown. Is that not a red card? I'm sure you guys will tell me, but is a punch thrown not a red card? Because it certainly is in football.
Hang on. And I'm also put this on referral. Kev, something else. All right. Hang on.
James Haskell.
His lucky stars, James Haskell.
I've heard that name before.
He's a straight right. And now the Highlanders down to 13 men.
The call has been made. That's what they want to see there. I'm sure I've referred it with a white card. I'm sure there'll be some.
But we're just getting punished because there's a whole lot of punches.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. We've made the call. Right, we've made the call.
I've made the call. There's nothing else. There's nothing you can say as a player that is changing that decision. So there's no point, basically. And we try and do this in football. You know, if we blow for a foul, we're very unlikely to be persuaded by a player to give it the other way. So, you know, is there any point in arguing? The decision has been made, and he says that clearly. The guy in green. Sorry about tapping on the floor.
I have referred, so there'll be some repercussions for those who are guilty. I need you guys to take control of this. Yeah. All right. We can't have this, and let's get on with it.
The law is quite clear. Maul is formed, held up, unplayable, turn of a ball, no issues whatsoever. I don't think we met before, but I'm the referee on this field, not you.
I'm
Stick
sure
to
I've
your
seen this
job
clip.
and I will do mine. If I hear you shouting for anything again, I'm going to be penalising you. This is not soccer. Is that clear? Back you go and get on it again.
I'm sure that's been in lots of videos with Nigel Owen saying that. The noise that her claws make. Yeah, I'm sure that clip's been in a lot of videos, and I think the main point of that is you have your jobs on the pitch, you know, and I'll relate it to football again. The amount of times a football player wants to do the referee's job, you know, and tell the referee, oh, that's a booking, oh, that's a foul. You know, maybe construct your own game, and you might actually win the game. You never know. Let me do my job, you do yours. I think, yeah, how better can you put it? How better can you tell a player, get on with the game? You know, leave me alone, I'll do my job, you get on with yours.
He's going to be back on. Bath are going to be down to 14 for 10 minutes, but McKibben is going to be sent off here for a deliberate stamp on the back of the head.
Number 9 as well. Number 9.
And the penalty's going to be reversed. This, when your season is going this badly, could not be really any worse for London Irish.
6 for Clapton Moore. The problem what we have is that this player has stamped on to the head of the Bath 3 before the yellow card offence took place. Therefore, I have no option. He's going. The 86 will come back on, and it'll be a penalty to Bath 5 metres out there. Okay?
What's fantastic, and what is fantastic about TMO broadcasting your mics is they've looked at the footage. There's no arguments. You can't argue that you've just stamped on his head. There's no arguments, hence why they're not arguing. But I really like and enjoy watching the way that the referees step by step by step explain what happened. That means that the players, the fans listening, have literally no argument. They have no right to criticise what the referee's doing because there's visual evidence, he's explaining it well, and clearly this referee has done a fantastic job of explaining, and therefore, because of that, he's got no complaints. How can there be any complaints?
Afraid you're going.
Well, a disastrous afternoon for London Irish.
Hey, it's quite clear, no matter what the intention was, it's quite clear the ball is not in his possession and you've taken him without the ball. So it's a penalty and back you go.
calling you a P.
Okay, it's obviously it's a family show there.
Family show
Yeah.
that's coming up. We're P to you, so
It's definitely gone.
yeah.
Alright, yellow. Okay. Alright, okay. For your choice of words towards me, unfortunately we cannot accept you. Alright.
Fantastic.
Discipline has been an issue for Greek quiz.
Fantastic.
Good game. Ran a bar.
Calm. Just cool, calm, collected. Not accepting that language. Goodbye. That is how you deal with it. At the end of the day, you deal with it. And I've said this about football referees, with diving, with players' abuse. Crack down on it. Deal with it. Just as they're doing currently in union with head to shoulder collisions and things. Crack on and deal with it. Don't leave it to interpretation. Don't leave it to the referee's tolerance levels. Deal with it at a consistent level, and then it will soon reduce.
Is off for Greek quiz. Clearly,
Parker is okay though.
You know the process. It's
I
on
know, but
report.
how many can you put on report? Like, just keep going, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, it's on report.
Yeah. There's going to be a certain amount anyway. You have to actually take time and sit down.
That's your opinion.
Does that mean one play?
Yeah.
That's your opinion. Opinions are like a-holes. Everyone's got one. But sadly, the one with a whistle, that's the opinion that counts.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
He's in some conversations out of
That's
Germany.
coming from me with short man syndrome. I'm assuming this challenge now would be a red card if it's in union. He knows what's happened. Fantastic. Great. Just some. This is the thing. Sometimes you don't need to explain. Sometimes the player knows exactly what they've done. As a referee, if for example, a player has gone in dangerously, they know they've gone in dangerously. Show that red card. Get them off the pitch as quickly as possible. Sometimes you don't need to have them. You don't need to have the player standing there for 2 minutes whilst you explain. Not all players are stupid.
Jack Knowles' try will be scrubbed out. There'll be a yellow card for Brunyara.
Okay, so we're doing a penalty against you. You've then lashed out and you kicked a player, so I'm going to yellow card you. Okay, and I'm going to restart with a penalty against Leicester for the retaliation. Okay?
Well, fair play.
He knows it's done what he's done, and
It does puzzle me though. It puzzles me. They've just said he's just kicked a player, right? Like, how has he gone from kicking a player to shaking his hand, I'm sorry and all that? That change of mentality is very bizarre. It's really strange.
deserves the yellow card. But I think the problem being that Wenger asked the TMO to look at it immediately as it happened. So we were still going through the phases that the try.
Just come here a sec. 10. Listen, hang on. Let's not get too carried away with everything here.
Yeah.
It's a late tackle. Okay, if that's a penalty,
Yeah.
there's no need to push him. We're not going to reverse it.
Yeah.
We're just going to maintain.
I'm just worried that he's got to be near,
that
that's
he's
all.
got arms
Yeah.
involved. So
No,
legal
no.
tackle. Just a late. Just a late tackle.
Was this a period of Owen Farrell being a bad boy? As I hear he was a bit naughty and
That's what it's in the team for. That's what every second the punch around the world wants to be doing is getting at that 10. However, I do think the ref's got it right. I think Rugby has got a little bit soft over the last 2 months or so. It was just a little bit of a push and a reaction from Owen Farrell. There's no malice in it. Good play. Great tackle. Maybe marginally laid down. Owen Farrell's not going to be completely happy, but yeah, just crack on.
Remember, it looked later in slow motion. That's the only thing I'd say. Owen Farrell doesn't react like that, then
it annoys me when the pundits and that the commentators are saying about the game's gone soft. But it's not about that, is it? It's about keeping the discipline. It's about keeping the respect. It's the safety and whatnot. It annoys me when people are saying something's gone soft. If something's happened, it's happened. It's not about it being soft or not. That annoys me.
the referee doesn't go back and have a look, does he?
That is a funky kit. Hold up.
But that penalty try against him, he clearly doesn't want to scrum, therefore I'm sending him off.
Penalty. He got up and picked up for the ball. One of your reserves on the bench. That, mate, that's the rule. Yeah, that's the variation.
Someone, please.
Touch the
Tim
ball.
Morgs, let's let Tim Sheridan ask
Touch the ball.
Jamie McGregor, the TMO who knows everything about everything, what the story is. What happened
Yeah, I
there?
know it's harsh, but yeah, it's the variation to stop the medic getting.
I'm not sure what was going on there, to be honest.
Effective tackle from Jean de Jong.
It's going to be a clean catch, not a bubble. We're going to take a mark. No one did, I don't think.
I didn't get that last one because he's telling the player to play on and then it stopped. If anyone knows, let me know because I didn't quite understand that. Telling him to play on and then stop the game. I'm not sure.
Jeremy Smith in the middle of all of this.
Jared, separate.
You wouldn't be getting in the middle of that. As a referee, I would not be going in to split that up. I would be keeping us far away, watching from a distance. Let it fizzle out itself.
What started all that?
Okay, just relax. Hold up. Just Anthony, take your team back there for me.
Just late on it. Lately brought him down for no reason.
Frank.
Well, he's already told Newcastle, he's given him the whip, he got the penalty.
Same thing I just did to him. If there's an incident and you run in, it creates everyone else to run in. You're the one who ends up sitting down. It doesn't matter who was picking on. You just don't run in. All right, and now I want Jake Fred. You're right. Anthony, I'm talking now. Jake, come here. Okay, the whole incident's been reviewed. Nothing in the original incident. Nothing in the original. Jake, I'm talking now. Jake gets up and creates the whole incident. The penalty's going against him. Okay.
That player doesn't want to stop talking, does he? I assume that's the captain. He does not want to stop talking. Now, as soon as I've now... this is obviously, I assume, in Australia. I assume. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is the discipline like? What is the discipline in relation to the referee like down in the Southern Hemisphere compared to the Northern Hemisphere? Is it better in the Northern Hemisphere, worse in the Southern? Other way around, I'm not sure. But as I've got now plenty of Australian subscribers, let me know. Especially if you've experienced both.
I don't need to hear anymore. Now,
he does not want to stop
that's
talking.
not the way we see it. Listen, Anthony, now we've got to finish this game off. Any more incidents? Well, it's not. And what we're going to do now is make sure we don't have any more incidents. Right?
He seemed very lenient with that. He seemed very lenient with that. He didn't stop talking to him, did he? And we know about this. Apparently he said cheat or something along those lines. Others say he said it to his teammate or the other opposition. Don't use the word cheat. Word cheat or the other C word. See you next Tuesday. Well done, Wayne. Get rid of him.
Oh, what a nightmare end.
Well, there we go. Another referee compilation down in the bag. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my aspect once again of being a football referee and relating certain things to rugby referee clips, to what I experienced. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There is Discord down below. Be awesome if you can join the conversation in there as well. I'll catch you next time.